Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man.
All right, next question comes from John. He wants to know about a suspect retool. Any chance DD will rework the suspect mold to get a little more stability out of that mold? I still bag a zone because the suspect is a touch less stable in all types of plastic. I would love to have an alt DD bag, but really like the more shallow disc for forehand approaches, like the suspect and the zone, as opposed to the deeper disc harp or slammer.
The slammer.
Justice. Honestly, I know that the Justice has a bead, but it doesn't feel as deep as a harp, in my opinion. It's probably pretty close, but it's definitely not as deep as a slammer. I know that the suspect is something that you'd probably want to be more overstable, and there was the hand-eye Lucid X ones that were done, and I would definitely try and pick some of those up. I think there was some other signature series done as well with Lucid X plastic that you could easily find and give that a shot to see if that fills the ticket. But I don't think that there are many discs on the market that even come close to the zone anyways. And I think there's stuff that resembles it, but if you are more interested in having that full DD bag, then you kind of have to, if you want something that's more stable, you should bag a Justice and beat one up. I personally have a Justice that's been in the bag for a very long time, and it flies amazingly, and I can keep it straight, and I can do different things with it, but it still is very overstable. So a Biofusion Justice might be exactly what you'd want. That will season in a little bit faster, so it's not stupid overstable, but you can get some flight out of it instead, or until we retool. I know that there's always stuff going on of making discs better, improving stuff in the factories in Sweden. And, I've had conversations with those guys a bunch about the stock Felons not being overstable enough, the stock Enforcers not being overstable enough, like old runs were. But that's the process of plastic changing. That's the process of the mold changing and their technology changing. And they're finding different ways every single day to make things better. So hopefully soon, maybe there will be a suspect that is exactly what you're looking for. But also, the suspect wasn't necessarily made to be that overstable.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Robert or Bobby.
I mean, I don't know what the
wrong.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, Bobby said you're wrong. No, I don't know what the original intent was when it was made. But I'll agree with you. I think the suspect, in my opinion, isn't really intended to compete with the zone in terms of stability. I think you can throw a suspect a little bit farther. It's kind of a tweener disc. But if I was going to suggest one to you, it's not specifically a DD disc, but you should check out the Anvil. It's a wider diameter than the suspect, but it's less overstable than a Justice. I really like the special edition Anvils. If you find a tournament plastic one, you can beat it up a little bit, but I think that's probably stability wise and distance wise the closest thing that we have to a zone right now. I think you could probably stretch it a little farther than a zone, but that's what I think our best option is in kind of our group of discs right now.